Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Fantasy Matters podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Nicholson, and as always, I'm joined by my son, Mr. Brendan Nicholson.
We cover matchups of the week, who starts and who sits, games to watch, who's balling and who's falling, and a waiver wire. Welcome to Fantasy Matters.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Fantasy Matters Fantasy Football Podcast, Season 4. We're up to episode 12. We're going to be looking at Week 8, getting the lineups ready. How you feeling, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so let's get the little stuff out of the way. So we talked about the Nicholson Bowl last week, me against Brendan. I got lucky and won. We're not even really going to talk about it a whole lot because both teams kind of underperformed, really.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, it came down to the Sunday night game. And once Jalen Waddle got hurt and then Kenneth Gainwell was getting all the carries, it was kind of a wrap. So I just slid by. So really not a big deal. We'll see each other again in the Super Bowl, so it's all good, right?
Bet.
Okay, cool. So usually when we get started, we start out with the injuries. So the injuries after week 7 were a little short this week, but still some significant ones. You had Jerome Ford, the running back for Cleveland, ankle. He's going to be out for a minute. Deshaun Watson took a big old hit. Yeah, so somebody in our league had him and they got minus 1.5 points.
Oh.
I've never seen any person get negative points in fantasy, but that's rough. You know you're going to lose when your quarterback gets minus 1.5 points. But anyway, he's like day-to-day with a shoulder. Wide receiver Christian Watson from Green Bay's got a knee. Didn't see any real reports on how bad it is, but we all know how knee injuries are, so we'll check on that one for sure. Chargers tight end Gerald Everett caught a touchdown week 7, but he's got a quad injury.
Yeah.
Those are kind of tricky. He might be out for a minute as well. Saquon Barkley, hyperextended elbow, says he's going to be fine. Anytime you hyperextend something, I don't know how you're going to be fine, but he says he's good to go. And then the last injury, kind of iffy, Eagles quarterback, Jalen Hurts, knee injury. How you feel about that, man? You good? You all right?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it as soon as it happened.
You did. We were watching the Miami Eagles game, and you were like, Dad, he's limping. Something's not right. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But, yeah, it was just crazy. At the interview we saw, he was just, those reporters, man, you know, you could tell. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's reenact it. Let's reenacting on Fantasy Matters. How about that? This is the first. So I'll be the sports reporter.
Episode 1. Episode 1 of reenacting.
I'll be the sports reporter. You be Jalen Hurts. It was crazy. So Jalen, how's your knee?
Good.
Did you have a brace on? Did you hurt it?
Yes.
How bad is it?
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to play week 8?
Yes.
Are you just going to give me one-word answers the whole time?
Yes.
That's basically how it went, man. I know those dudes, they hate to deal with those sports reporters. I don't know how they do it. I ain't gonna lie. I guess when I come home from work, if I had some dude waiting for me to ask me a bunch of questions, it wouldn't go well. I just wouldn't see it. But those one-word answers were killing me. But he says he's okay, says he's gonna play, so I guess we got to go with that. He should be good. Yeah, they're still gonna do the tush push. How you feel about that play? You like that play?
I'm an Eagles fan. I love it.
The best thing was when the coach was like, every series we have, it's like 1st and 9. Because I know we could get a yard on that play. That to me, that was
or 2.
That was gangster when
Maybe
he said
even 3.
that. Yeah.
You know, it was just so funny because because when they posted that, somebody in the comments was like, dude, how was he a coach? He said every down is 1st and 9.
Yeah.
Everybody was like,
yeah, that was,
you probably should have reheard what he said.
Yeah. Sirianni, he went hard on that one. That was pretty cool. I had to give him mad props on that one because, I mean.
And you don't even like Sirianni.
I mean, I'm not going to say I don't like him, but I just feel like, you know, he needs to grow as a coach. I'll say that. He seems like he's kind of young. Once he gets a little older, he'll mellow out a little bit. But yeah, that comment was pretty cool. I like that play. Don't complain about it. Figure out a way to stop it. I don't know how you're going to stop it, though. I don't. You got a great center, and then you got a quarterback that can bench. I mean, not bench, but squat over 600 pounds. It's not a whole lot you can do. What they need to do is call the Steelers and teach them how to run that play because Kenny Pickett did not get that first down.
Minnesota, they tried too.
Yeah, stop it.
They tried too.
Everybody can't do it. Everybody can't do it. But anyway, so this episode might go kind of quick because we don't have any bye weeks this week. I don't know who makes NFL schedule, but week 7 was heavy. Week 8 is not. So no teams on bye. So me and Brennan will go straight to the position groups and kind of talk through who we might like and who we don't like. You ready? We'll start with the quarterbacks.
Yep.
So in honor of the NBA season starting this week, I'm going to give you a couple layups to get started.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Geno Smith versus Cleveland.
Got to. I have to.
Okay. You feel good about it, though.
Sure.
I don't have no choice but to feel good.
Yeah.
If you had another quarterback, how would you feel about it?
If Fields was unhurt, I'll play Fields.
Yeah, you're having a rough time right now. So Geno Smith versus Cleveland's a good start?
Yeah.
That's tricky, man, because Cleveland's defense is playing at an elite level.
Mm-hmm.
Myles Garrett's doing things. They're just like, okay, how's he doing that? But yeah, I totally agree with what you said. To me, you have to start him. But if I had, another quarterback on my roster, I might look elsewhere. I just don't feel like I'm gonna get a whole lot. I mean, against Arizona, he was 18 for 24, 200 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, man, against Cleveland's defense, that might get sketchy. But if you have to, you have to. But if you got other options, I would go elsewhere. What about Kirk Cousins at the Packers? How you feeling?
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Based on what we saw week 7 against the 49ers, Kurt looked good.
Yeah.
He
Not
came
even
back
that,
strong.
just the Packers don't look that good either.
Packers are struggling. They're really struggling.
You know what it is?
What is it?
And it's the reason why I lost. They're not giving Aaron Jones the ball. That's the issue.
Aaron Jones is, it's tough. It's tough.
You're giving somebody named A.J. Dillon the ball. That's the issue right there.
Yeah, it's not going well with Aaron Jones. I agree. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was looking at your lineup. I was like, man, he might kill me with Aaron Jones and DeAndre Swift. But, I mean, you just going into like week 8. They can get it turned around. There's plenty of games. Even in fantasy in our league, we still got, 5 or 6 more games left. So hopefully Aaron Jones can turn it around.
Well, I'm 3-4. I don't know.
You good. It's just the race to 8, bro. You get to 8 wins, you're good.
Well, I gotta win all 5 of these.
Hey, well, it could happen. It could happen. But even with Aaron Jones, when you drafted him, I was like, that was a good pick. Because you got him late in the first round. So, no, I liked it. I was like, that might be a good one. But Kirk Cousins against the Packers, you like it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I like it too. We talking about the Packers offense a little bit, but if you can't keep the ball, Kirk Cousins is going to get opportunities. And props to Minnesota for not folding, losing Justin Jefferson. I mean, that's pretty good. But I like Kirk. Big game, week 7.
Mm-hmm.
What about Derek Carr at the Colts?
Is he playing?
He should. He should. I haven't seen any reports that he won't.
Yes.
You start him against the Colts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's like he has bad quarters and then he has good quarters. I would lean towards starting him. And this is why. He has a good safety valve in Alvin Kamara. Mm-hmm. I like quarterbacks who have a running back they can just dump it off to or feature in the passing game because it's easy yards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Purdy dumping it off to McCaffrey. I like it. So I would start Derek Carr. He's teetering between QB2 and QB1, but I would start him.
Mm-hmm.
This next dude, though, Dak Prescott against the Rams.
That's your boy.
Yeah, I got a big decision to make. Who the
49ers play?
The 49ers play Cincinnati. 49ers are at home. Yeah, I got to put my big thinking cap on. But Dak Prescott versus the Rams, I mean, they gave up 230 yards to Kenny Pickett. So I'm like, and they're playing at Dallas. So would you start Dak Prescott?
I don't know how much time he gonna have in that pocket with Aaron Donald.
He coming, bro. He coming to get you.
I'm gonna say start.
You say start?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta think through it because, like I said, I got Prescott and I got Purdy, and they knocking Purdy a little bit. To me, I think the key to Purdy is Trent Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you lose your left tackle. It's totally different without Trent Williams. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look to see if Trent Williams is playing. If he plays, if he comes back from the ankle injury, I'll start Purdy. If Trent Williams is not playing, I'll go with Prescott because I mean, that's my better option at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I'm good on Dak. I'm gonna look to see if I can start him. What about Jordan Love versus the Vikings? You would start him?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He seemed like he's struggling, man. I don't know.
I mean, 21 for 31 ain't bad, though.
Right?
It's only 10 incompletions, and one of them, technically, he was only 22 for 31 because he threw a pick.
Right? That last pick was ugly.
It was.
It was ugly.
But, I mean, it's still 180 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's not terrible. It's not the worst.
Yep.
And the Vikings defense isn't the greatest either.
Yeah. I think, man, we were high on Jordan Love about 4 weeks ago. He was in a totally different stratosphere as far as NFL players we were excited about. To me,
Aaron Jones is playing. Aaron Jones is getting the ball.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I think Jones makes him better.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not feeling it right now. Like if he was on my roster and he was my QB2, I wouldn't start in week 8. I mean, he's got a good matchup against the Vikings, and division games tend to be kind of high scoring, but I don't know. I would lay off of him until I saw a good game. Until I saw a game, I could say, okay, from a fantasy standpoint, I feel good about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. You want to jump down to the running backs?
Yep.
Okay. Would you start Joe Mixon at the 49ers?
Tricky.
Very.
Main reason is because you already said his name.
Right. Trent Williams. Right.
If he's not out there, you punt the ball. If you punt the ball, defense is always on the field.
Right.
If they're always on the field, they're going to get tired.
Yeah.
And Joe Mixon running side to side, that is not fun.
Right. So is that kind of our meter to say what we're going to do with the 49ers? It depends on Trent Williams.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel good about that. I feel good about it. I'm not mad at all.
I'll start him.
You start him?
Yeah.
Just with his volume, it almost makes you start him.
Yeah.
Right. But Cincinnati's offense has been struggling. They came around a little bit. So I don't know. Coming off a bye week, maybe they got right. I don't know. It seemed like the bye week helped the Steelers out a little bit. Mm-hmm. So maybe the same thing will carry over for the Bengals. But yeah, that's a tricky one. But I think we kind of said it. We said if Trent Williams is playing, offense is going to have more sustained drives. Mixon won't get a lot of opportunities. So let's look at Trent Williams. I'm good with that. Isaiah Pacheco at the Broncos.
Yes.
The Broncos coming off a win. Yeah, you would start him?
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Why would you start him?
Anybody against that Broncos defense, you start him.
Okay.
That's just how I feel on it. Right.
The Broncos coming back to reality?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm not mad. I mean, 17 touches week 7.
Mm-hmm.
How can you get rid of that? So is he more of like a
2
RB2? I would feel good. If I had him on my roster and he was an RB2, I would feel good. Those Kansas City running backs is crazy though. Mm-hmm. You know they all coming on or who's going to play, but Pacheco is your RB2.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Would you start, or where would you start Kenneth Walker III against the Browns? Or would you start Kenneth Walker III against the Browns?
Man, that Browns defense is nice.
Yeah. Okay,
well, and I started Geno, so I feel like I have to start Kenneth Walker.
I mean, Walker had 26 carries week 7. Mm-hmm. It's very few running backs that get over 20 carries in a game. That's just crazy. The volume is there.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll say start him.
Say start him?
Yeah.
Is he your which running back position? 1, 2, or 3?
2, 1 at the highest.
Oh, okay.
2, 1 potential.
Yeah, I got you. Browns defense is tough, but Seattle's tough too. So I would start him as an RB2.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, if you have him in your roster, you probably have an RB1. You can say, okay, that's where I'm going to get the bulk of my production from my running back group. Mm-hmm. Or if you're in a league that has a flex, maybe you have a receiver that can, is going to light it up and you can afford to have Walker as your RB2.
Mm-hmm.
That's good, man. D'Onta Foreman at the Chargers. This is a big NFL game. It's a big NFL game. D'Onta Foreman at the Chargers.
Yes.
You start him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think I would almost
put
go
up
to
numbers.
Numbers. Go ahead. Speak it, young fella. Speak it.
Hey, you said it was rare for somebody to get 20, but he was close. He had 16 attempts.
Right.
16 attempts, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had a touchdown receiving, yeah.
Yeah, he had 2 on the ground and then thought it was a great idea to get 1 receiver too. Especially in that PPR league, he had 3 receptions.
Yeah. You telling the truth. You hitting it. All the key points. I ain't gotta say nothing. But that dude Tyson Bagent, man, it's that helped him out a lot. Good to see that dude get his first NFL win, man. That's a lot more wins than a lot of NFL quarterbacks even get. So that's impressive. But D'Onta Foreman at the Chargers, I say this is a big game because if the Chargers lose, they might be getting a new coach. Because that Brandon Staley is a defensive coach. His background is in defense, and they can't stop nobody. They are just in free fall. So I don't know. It's a big game for the Chargers. They need to roll the Bears, and if they don't, look for some changes. I'm telling you, I can feel it. What about Alexander Mattison at the Packers?
Yes.
You start him?
Mm-hmm.
What about the scoring in that game? You feel like it's got high scoring potential?
I don't know. I don't know what to think, especially when Aaron Jones don't get the ball. We keep going back to him.
You on that Aaron Jones thing?
I'm gonna keep going back to that. He just doesn't get the ball, and I don't know what the Packers aren't gonna score.
Okay,
if Aaron Jones don't get the ball.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'll start Alexander Mattison.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a huge week 7, running against the 49ers, but
it's the 49ers.
I know, but the Packers, to me, as I watched the Packers, it seemed like they in a funk too. And I think it's going to be opportunities for the Vikings. So it might, he's probably frustrated some owners, but against the Packers, he could get right. He could get right because the same thing with them. They lost their left tackle, David Bakhtiari, the starting left tackle. He's done for the year. And it's just weird that their offense looks a little sketchy ever since he got hurt.
Yeah.
So I watched that close. I think I told you on one of the other segments that we recorded. I don't like it when a team lose their left tackle. I tend to try to get off of them. So Madison should be okay against the Packers. I agree with that one. All right. You want to skip down to the wide receivers?
Yep.
All right. First up, Kendrick Bourne, New England. He's at Miami. How you feeling?
I'll sit.
You sit him?
Depends if Xavier Howard plays.
Okay. Ooh, good point.
He's nice.
Okay.
And the Eagles got lucky he didn't play.
Okay.
He wouldn't have stopped AJ Brown, but still.
Nobody's gonna stop AJ Brown. Nobody. Yeah.
That's just a man. Swole Batman.
Yeah, that's a man among boys for sure.
All right, back to this.
Back to it. All right.
But yeah, I'll start him against Miami.
You would?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I would too. How do you feel? Wide receiver 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Wide receiver 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy because New England jumped up and bit the Bills and they scored 29 points. That's weird. So when we talked about game script, we didn't feel like there was going to be that many points coming out the Patriots, right? It was no way they was going to score that many points. But I mean, he had a good game, 6 catches, 63 yards on 7 targets, 1 touchdown. That's a good game.
Yeah.
So do you feel like it's more of, okay, New England's going to play well or Miami's going to jump out to a big lead and you're going to get garbage time scoring?
Garbage time
scoring? Yeah, and it's at Miami.
And Miami going to be mad. They just lost.
Yeah, they laid an egg against the Eagles. Yeah. I thought they would have scored more points against Philly. They only scored 17 points. You thought they would have. Yeah.
I didn't even play that Eagles defense.
I mean, if you had to do it over again, you probably would have done the same thing. I think I would have. They scored 70 points. It's some NBA teams that don't score 70 points. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. But against Kendrick Bourne against Miami, I think I would play him. Yeah, I think I would play him. Let's skip down to Jackson Smith and Jigba versus the Browns. We got a lot of Seahawks, but this is it's good conversation though.
Yeah.
So he was 4 for 63 and a touchdown week 7. So do you carry him over as a starter week 8?
Yeah.
You would? For me, for this one, for him, I look at DK Metcalf.
Oh,
DK Metcalf didn't play week 7. So your piece of the pie was a little bigger. So to me, if you have Jackson Smith and Jigba, just look at DK Metcalf. If Metcalf plays and Jigba's more of a wide receiver 3 or a non-start, because it just seems like the target distribution is going to be different when you got
DK.
Yeah, for sure. Marquise Brown playing the Ravens, his old team. Know he wants to do well.
Yeah, he might come out digging 300 yards.
Or not. The Ravens are coming to Arizona. I'll take this one first. I don't like his quarterback situation.
Yeah.
If his quarterback situation were different, I guess
Kyler coming back?
Well, they took him off. They opened up his practice window. So I think he has like 20 days to either get put on the active roster or, they got to do something with him. But I guess they're trying to play him. I keep seeing week 10. I can't believe they're playing him. I cannot believe they're playing him, but it's what it is. So, but Marquise Brown, for me, I know, a guy I work with, he picked him up in a trade. And I was like, dude, why would you do that? I don't know about that one. I was like, man, I need to make a trade with you if you're giving up dudes like that. But I don't like Brown because of his quarterback situation. They're playing the Ravens, tough physical defense. Saw what they did to the Lions. And that wasn't by accident. The Lions got throttled.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't like Marquise Brown. That's a sit for me. I can't even say a wide receiver 3. That's a sit for me. Josh Palmer, the Chargers. Josh Palmer. What'd you think? Dude had a monster game week 7.
He did.
Yeah. How you feeling?
I don't know if you're gonna do that again though.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because don't you have Keenan Allen?
I do have Keenan Allen. And he had 4 catches for 55 yards, but he missed him. He missed him on a touchdown again, second week in a row. But it's all good. I mean, because Allen's been going off all season. So, I mean, but Josh Palmer had 5 catches for 133 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with you. I can't see him doing that again. But I think the distribution between him and Allen is going to be, both of them probably get over 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you feel about that game? Bears-Chargers. You think it's going to be high scoring?
I hope so. Actually, never mind. I don't really care anymore. Fields is playing.
Nah, he's not playing.
Probably though.
Yeah.
I don't know by the way the Bears looked last week.
Yeah.
They look like they could put up points.
Yeah. You better be able to stop Deontay Foreman for sure.
Yeah.
You better be able to stop him because you know he's gonna go to work. He's gonna go to work.
You think he's gonna take Fields' spot? That quarterback?
Agent? I don't know, man. I don't know. Because to me, it's like the same question comes up when they talk about Tyrod Taylor and Daniel Jones. If a quarterback's winning, how do you take him off the field? You know?
Well, that situation's different. They put $40 million into Daniel Jones.
Yeah. It feels looking to get paid.
Yeah, they didn't put money in the field yet.
No, this is good.
That's the difference.
Right? Okay.
You have to keep playing Daniel Jones.
Right?
Well, you feel like you're kind of married to him.
Yeah. Okay.
But still, if I'm the coach, Daniel Jones, you're going to the bench. I'm not gonna lie, you going.
Yeah. It's been a hot topic for the Giants and for Chicago. Mm-hmm. But like, if me and you owned our own NFL team, I'm not sure how I would go in both situations. Right? Bagent, he's very affordable. Like you said, Fields is looking to get paid. Who's the future? And, what if the Bears win again? It's crazy, but yeah, I don't know. But Josh Palmer, I would lean towards playing him. Yeah, I would lean towards playing him. That game is at the Chargers, at Los Angeles, so I don't know. I'm hoping it's high score, and I'm like you. I hope it's a lot of points to go around in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy, your guy.
He's not really my boy or my guy.
You sold me on this dude. He was cool.
He was cool.
You made me feel so bad. Calvin Ridley playing the Steelers.
Cool. He was cool at first.
Yeah, you hyped him up. You was like, "Damn, why'd you get Ridley in the second round?" I was like, "Cause I didn't want him." But no, I felt like I made a mistake. But his production just it's like up and down, man.
See, you can't blame me for that. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not.
Right. His numbers are like my checking account. Goes up and down. Up and down.
See?
But last Thursday, man, he had 1 catch for 5 yards. I was just like...
Somebody said he was betting against himself that week.
That's terrible. That is terrible. You shouldn't even be allowed to say stuff like that. That's awful. Yeah, man.
It makes sense, though.
Yeah, it's accurate. I mean, he's had a couple good games. We laid a couple eggs, too. So I'm like, man, I don't know. But Calvin Ridley against the Steelers...
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like it looks like the Steelers turned the corner a little bit when they played the Rams week 7?
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of going back to the 2022 season. After the Steelers bye week, they looked like a totally different team.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They played Jacksonville at Pittsburgh. So are they going to maintain that high level and start clicking or what? But Calvin, that's a risky start, man. His numbers are up and down, and they're going into a team that's trending up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If I were to start him, it'd be a wide receiver 3.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I can't do any more than that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what's going on with Calvin.
I have him on my team, but you know who I really, really appreciate?
Who?
Stephon Diggs.
He's nice.
You want to know why?
He's nice.
Okay, I'm not gonna say it has nothing to do with football, but you know what he said?
What did he say?
He had this guy. He said, you know what? And he said, I feel bad. For when I mess up y'all parlays and y'all fantasy
your
football
parlays,
teams.
Yeah.
That touched my heart. Because that means, you know what? He might blow up next week.
Yeah, he's consistent, man. That dude's that's a good person to have on your fantasy team. He does work for you every week. Every week. You know what he's going to get. Over 100 yards and a touchdown. So, that's pretty cool. I appreciate you putting that out there. You want to skip down to the tight ends?
Yep.
All right, bet.
Sit.
Logan Thomas at the Eagles or versus the Eagles? Sit.
They better hope Kevin Byard don't play.
He knew he coming in.
He from Philly too. He already had the playbook.
They bringing in more hometown dudes. They like if you were born in Philly, they bringing you back. Or Hassan Reddick, DeAndre Swift, the Philly boys. Byard, I can't remember how that usually works because you get in town. Do they give you a week or two to learn the playbook, or they just put you out there? I guess the terminology.
I was about to say depends on who it is. Julio, we just got Julio.
Yeah, he caught a ball.
Yeah,
he caught a ball Sunday night. Yeah, Byard, Slade. I mean, Bradbury. Yeah, I mean those dudes they could play, man. If they get him on the field quick, I don't know. I don't know how you would do that, but I know back in the day it looked like it took a little while to learn the playbook. But maybe he'll get out there. But Logan Thomas, you sit him versus the Eagles.
Nah,
yeah, man.
I'll start him.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I mean, I you had me going.
Yeah, no,
I don't know what to do.
I'll start him. For real, I'll start him.
It's a couple, like I say this almost every time we record, it's a couple defenses I don't mess with.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns, the 49ers, and the Eagles. I just don't mess with them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the Eagles' defensive line is going to get to, he's going to get to Sam Howell because their offensive line does not pass block well.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know why they don't the Commanders don't try to establish the run first and at least stay in games and slow it down.
Mm-hmm.
But the Philly, man, the Eagles' defensive line, they could wreck this game, man. They could wreck it.
Yeah, they could. I just feel like, because Scary Terry always goes off. And then if Scary Terry go off, they're going to put two people on him in the zone, and then Logan Thomas just runs across the middle.
And they've already seen each other once, right? That one's pretty close, but I mean, even as a fan, not taking the fantasy element out of it, looks like the Eagles are trending up and the Commanders are trending down. So it's hard for me to say I'm going to get in that game. Though. Really?
Yeah.
And what happened last year? I know because Brendan's an Eagles fan, so anytime we talk Eagles, I defer to him.
They didn't call a face mask on Dallas Goedert, and then they landed on his ankle, and then he got hurt.
Yeah,
and then they called that BS pass interference.
It's coming back to me now. It's coming back.
Then they went down and scored and won.
Yeah.
But that's what happened last year. That was last year. We're not worried about
I don't know. I don't trust that matchup. I would go somewhere else. Darren Waller playing the Jets.
I don't know. That's your boy.
It's my boy. So I'm taking this one.
Yeah.
It depends on who the quarterback is. And I'm telling you right now, no ifs, ands, or buts.
If Daniel Jones is playing,
he will no, I'm gonna play Laporta. But if Tyrod Taylor's playing, Waller will be out there. It's easy for me.
See, and me and you, we thinking alike right now. Daniel Jones, you're going to the bench if that's our squad.
Yeah.
No, matter of fact, you getting traded.
How do you even handle that? Be like, well, your neck's probably not feeling that great. Let's just sit out one more week.
Yeah.
But they're playing the Jets, and the Jets have a tough D now, so
we'll see.
I'm gonna stick to my guns. It depends on the quarterback. If Tyrod Taylor's playing, I'll play Waller. But if Daniel Jones out there, I'll play Laporta. So we'll get to our lineups in detail in a little bit. So we're just going through the position groups.
Oh,
your
my
boy,
turn.
Michael Mayer, the Lions.
I don't know. You lied to me. You set me up a couple times. It
didn't work out quite like I thought. Let me help you out again if I can. He said, Lord.
You told me to set the Eagles defense. You told me to
get
Michael Mayer.
No, man, no. I'm wrecking your team and mine. Oh, that's not good. That's not good for the podcast for sure. That's child abuse.
Father of
the year over here. Oh, that's cold, bro. To me, if I could give you some advice, if Jimmy G's playing, it's gonna look totally different.
Yeah. I gotta play him anyway. I don't have another tight end.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If Jimmy G plays, Michael Mayer's he's in play.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't feel bad. I got Jacoby Myers. He got lucky. He got lucky and got a touchdown and some catches. But I think it depends on the quarterback. If Jimmy G is back, Michael Mayer's gonna get some love. But yeah, like you said, you gotta play him either way. But
I was thinking about picking up somebody else because I still have this extra defense.
Right. I'm just
gonna keep it until the Eagles bye week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna keep it, and then after that bye week, they gonna hit the curb.
Kick them to the curb, huh? All right, another Jaguar, Evan Ingram at the Steelers.
Yes,
start him.
Can't go wrong with Evan Ingram.
Yeah. Okay, I like it. Coming off 5 catches for 45 yards and 7 targets. It seemed like he's going to get his piece. It's going to be right in the mix with most tight ends in the league. So I would start him against the Steelers.
What's that in our league? 11 points?
Yeah, it's about that. Yeah, it's a little more than that. It's probably about 16 points.
16.
Because you get point per reception for tight ends. We tried to
Oh.
juice up the tight ends scoring a little bit. So you get point per reception, so it's a little bit more. Cool. All right. Let's talk about some kickers. Kickers with good matchups. You could take the I'll take them. You can get the defenses. I'll take the kickers. Greg Joseph at the Packers. I like it.
Yes.
I feel like that game's gonna be high scoring. I like division games in my fantasy lineup. I like division games.
Do the Vikings play in the dome?
Yes.
Oh well, they're at the Packers.
Yeah, they're at the Packers. No dome there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no dome there. But I like Greg Joseph. I think that's gonna be a good game. Weather shouldn't be that much of a factor. We're still in late October, so it ain't like freezing yet in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Younghoe Koo, Falcons kicker.
They
Titans.
play in the dome.
Yes, but this one's at Tennessee. No, you're right.
No,
You're
yeah,
right. My bad.
it's Atlanta.
It's in the ATL. Oh wow, Younghoe is hot too. He just kicked that winning kick against Tampa.
He
Dude
feeling
is
good.
Nice. He feeling real nice.
It's
Yeah.
icy hot on that leg.
Yeah, start him. Neon lights. He ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Saunders, Miami's kicker playing the Patriots.
Yep.
I feel good about him as a kicker.
Mhm.
Probably multiple kicks in that game. Ice that leg, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy, Jakey.
Jakey. Look at
Jakey.
Jakey's little shoulder pad.
Look at his little shoulder pads. They do need to get kickers bigger shoulder pads.
Got
man.
to.
You can't make those dudes look that small, man.
Can't.
That's just terrible. But Jakey didn't play for sure.
Especially if they get blasted.
Oh, no, it should be a penalty to hit the kicker.
Got
Like if you block a kicker or something like that on like a return, that's not cool. So Jake Elliott at the Commanders is definitely in play. A lot of kicks there
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Cameron Dicker, Chargers kicker. Feel good about him.
Yep.
Got the Bears coming to his spot. He should get some kicks. Yeah, I feel good about him too. That's good matchups for the kickers.
Mm-hmm.
You take the defenses.
All right. Falcons defense versus the Titans.
I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Falcons play the run well.
Mm-hmm.
They run well and they play the run well. That's a tough NFL team to match up against.
Yeah.
So I got Derrick Henry. So I got my fingers crossed on that one.
You better pray.
Yeah, for sure.
Jaguars versus the Steelers.
Start the Jaguars.
Yep.
I feel good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't know exactly which Steeler team going to show up. They haven't proved it out yet.
Okay. We got the Browns at Seattle.
As long as they got Myles Garrett,
I'm
I'm
that's
playing
the
that
start. Yep.
defense.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. Well said. Well said.
Rams at Dallas. I don't know.
Yeah. We
I'll
might have to
sit
talk
them.
about that one a little bit.
I'll sit them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because you also don't know which Dallas team is going to show up.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Cause CeeDee Lamb could go off randomly, and Dak Prescott, he forget what color jersey he wears sometimes.
Yeah, Dak will give you one or two. He
Mhm.
gonna give you one or two. You just got to be ready. The Rams, to me, man, they like one of the biggest surprises in fantasy because I totally wrote them off in our draft. I was like, nah. And even in free agency, I'm kicking myself. I ain't even get Puka Nacua a second
told you.
look. Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. So the moral of that story is I'll listen to you, but you don't listen to me.
You know what? I like where your head is at because you be messing me up.
All right. You got another defense?
Yes, the Bengals at the 49ers. And no, I'm good.
You're not starting the Bengals defense? You feel like the 49ers going to get right?
You also don't know which 49ers team is going to show up.
The Vikings beat up on them. It goes back to what we said earlier. Trent Williams play is
Mhm.
totally different. But if
Yeah.
he plays, don't play the Bengals defense. If Trent Williams out, put the Bengals out there. Yeah, because Purdy going to have a rough time.
Yeah.
That's cool. That was a good list, man. Good work. You got any free agents?
Yeah. We got Darrell Henderson.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Kyron Williams
Off
still
the
on IR.
street.
3 more games.
They got dude off the street.
And I'm not going to lie. Remember that defense I was
Yeah.
telling you?
Yeah.
It was about to get cut.
Oh, sweet. You go get Darrell Henderson Jr.?
If he there tomorrow without me spending $200K to get him,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
spend $50K to get him.
Yeah, think about that one because he might cost some money. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's cool, man. He had a good week 7. Who else you got?
Deontay Johnson, Steelers.
Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Nice one.
Like you said, they look like they was coming on after they bye week.
Looked
It
a little
happened last
different.
year.
Looked a little
Yeah.
different. Yeah, good work. Good work. I'm with you. I'm following your lead.
And
Where
then
else?
Elijah Moore, the Browns receiver.
Dude, I drafted him.
What is he? Is he on the cut band? Not the Band-Aid
The
team. He
Band-Aid
cut?
team? Yeah, I already cut him. I cut him and picked up Jacoby Myers.
Oh, how is that working out for
It's
you?
working out pretty good.
Okay,
It's working out
okay.
pretty good. Jacoby's doing all right. But the thing is, like, I got Myers because he was out with a concussion.
Oh,
So he kind of like fell under the radar. So week 3, he was available. So I got him. It just, Moore was getting a lot of hype in the preseason, but it just ain't really like, come to fruition at all. So I was like, nah, I'm going to go ahead. But that's a good one, though. He coming off a big game. That's pretty good.
mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So that's it on the free agents?
Yep.
All right. So now we're at the point where me and Brendan look at our individual rosters. Get ready for week 8. So I'll start my quarterbacks. I got Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott. I'm going to go with, like I said earlier, if Trent Williams is playing, I'm going to go with Purdy. If he's out, I'm going to go with Prescott. Easy peasy. That's the best I can do. My running backs, I got Najee Harris, Brian Robinson Jr., and Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to start all 3 of them.
Oof.
I think I'm going to start all 3 of them.
Can't get mad at that.
Nah.
Especially with that the 2 extra flex positions.
Yeah, no doubt. I feel good. I think Harris has got a good matchup. Robinson is, I don't know. Your boys can be tough. Them Eagles can be tough.
You see what Jalen Carter did to that dude?
Yeah, he wrecked him. He wrecked him. He was like, Coach, my quad. He said, Coach, my quad hurts.
Take me out, bro.
Well, if your quad's hurt, why are you not limping?
Hey,
he was like, I want no parts of that. I want no parts of that. So I would say Henry's my RB1.
Mm-hmm.
Harris will be my RB2, and then Brian Robinson Jr. will be my running back 3.
Mm-hmm.
So my wide receivers, I got Keenan Allen and Jacoby Myers. I'm kind of thin at receiver, which kind of scares me, but those are the only 2 I got. I feel like Keenan Allen's going to get back to that number threshold that he had, before week 7. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Allen, and I got a decision here because I cannot go with Robinson and go with Myers. Right.
So that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So you can either use both of your tight ends or use Myers.
Yeah.
If you don't want to play Brian.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play Brian Robinson Jr. against the Eagles. That's probably not smart. I'm gonna just go ahead and put Myers in because
you didn't last week. I mean, you didn't last time, and he had like 16.
Who, Myers or Robinson?
Robinson.
Yeah, he had a good game that week. I didn't play him. He did. You're right. But he's playing the Eagles. That can get sketchy, man. That could get sketchy. The Commanders could get behind and get one-dimensional real quick. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm going to lay off Brian Robinson Jr. this week. I'm going to put Myers out there, especially if Jimmy Garoppolo's back. Because for some reason, it just seems like I can't believe they're not going to trade Devontae Adams because it's just not working out. And,
trade to the Eagles.
Yeah, trade him somewhere. Trade him to a contender. Can't believe Kansas City ain't made a call yet because
they need a receiver.
Yeah, they do. But the only thing is they're in the same division. You normally don't trade with a team in your division, but Adams it's a bad marriage. It's really, I hate to say that because it's sad when marriages go bad. But yeah, that's just not. Nah, I don't like it. So back to my lineup. I'm gonna go with Jacoby Myers and Keenan Allen.
Okay.
Then my tight ends, I got Sam Laporta and Darren Waller. Again, if Tyrod Taylor plays, I'm probably gonna give Waller a shot. Even though Laporta's got a real juicy matchup, but we'll see. That'll be my decision-making process for my tight ends.
Okay.
Then my kicker is Tyler Bass. I don't know, man. He ain't been scoring. The Bills are struggling. He might be on the all Band-Aid team. I might try to find. Yeah, man. Because I figured the Bills will be high scoring.
Well, you might as well get somebody whose bye week is already over with.
That and somebody who kicks in a much better weather conditions. You know what I'm saying? Because the wind is swirling. I'm just like,
he out there.
I know. Well, maybe I'll get him. Maybe I'll get Young Wei for sure.
He just said he kicked the game with a leg
he
still
did,
hot.
Man. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I like that. All right, so that's gonna be my kicker, my defense. I dropped the Chiefs defense. I picked up the Seahawks defense. I figured I'd use them for 2 weeks because they played Arizona week 7 and they played Cleveland week 8. I figured Cleveland's offense without Deshaun Watson and without Jerome Ford, but Kareem Hunt's there. So I got to watch that. But I feel safe. I might go with the Seahawks defense. So that's going to be it for week 8. Dak Prescott quarterback, Najee Harris, Derrick Henry is my running backs, Keenan Allen, Jacoby Myers is my receiver, Darren Waller is my tight end. I'm going to pick up a kicker and I'll roll with the Seahawks defense. What you got?
See, we're in total different situations.
Why?
You have people you can figure out if you're going to do this, if you're going to do that. I'm stuck with what I got to deal with.
My draft was real stable for sure. But anyway, go ahead. Nah, you got it, man. You got it. What you got?
Geno Smith at QB.
Okay.
Fields is hurt. I have to.
Gotta go with Geno. He'll do right for you.
My running backs are DeAndre Swift.
Nice.
Aaron Jones,
Nice.
and Zach Charbonnet.
Okay.
Zach Charbonnet doesn't touch the lineup.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Okay.
So I have to start
Uh-huh.
DeAndre Swift and Aaron Jones.
Okay.
And my receivers are Jalen Waddle, Stephon Diggs.
Whew. Them receivers are tough, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Tough. Yeah.
And again, I have to start them.
And you got Jameson Williams too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I do have James. He had 0 points last week. He's not touching the lineup either.
Yeah, they got beat up by Baltimore though. They got beat up. So you're gonna go with Waddle and Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. It's tough. You got a tough team.
Tight end, I have Michael Mayer.
Okay.
Hopefully, Jimmy G.
Yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Jimmy G coming back from that back injury gonna help out because he throws to the tight end. He really does. I thought that was a good free agent pickup by you.
Kicker, I have Matt Gay.
Okay.
And then my defenses, I have the Eagles and the Raiders. The Raiders, I don't know. I might just keep them until the Eagles bye week. Or I might drop them tomorrow.
I got you. When is I don't know. The Eagles got their bye week coming up, don't it? It's a little later in the season. Yeah.
Yes, like,
that's a good defense to have, man. That's got to be
I'm
one
not
of the.
dropping that Eagles defense.
You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Yeah, you're right. Holding on to them is you definitely want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what's going on with the Raiders. Nah, that's cool. Yeah, so I mean, it seems like you got a pretty good time of it. Aaron Jones, it's gonna get better for Aaron Jones. I encourage Aaron Jones owners to just be patient. It's gonna happen. It has to happen. They want to win, so it's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Better happen.
Because when that dude gets right, man, he is one of the best
he gave
backs
me 40
in the
points
league.
in week 1.
Man, yeah, he looked like a world beater. You can feel good about that. That's my guy. I drafted him. Nah, that's cool. So that's what you got for your lineup?
Mm.
You should get a win this week. I think you'll be all right. You cool, man? You got anything else?
Good.
I think we're set. We're ready for week 8. We're going to get ready to get out of here. Try to catch me and Brendan on Instagram Live. We do that on Sunday mornings about 11:30. So we usually get on there and chop it up with some guys that we like to talk crap to and get our lineup straight. That's been working out real good. I've actually gotten some good tips off Instagram Live. So again, come check us out. You can hit us up, drop comments, start sitting decisions. We'll be on there from about 11:30 to about 12. Come hang out a little bit. We'll talk to you next week. Have a good one.